Hello, welcome to the Take Your First Trade Challenge. I am so excited that you've decided to invest in yourself and learn how to actually trade stocks. Why is this so important to you? Well, I'll just tell you in my experience, I missed out on almost $500,000 because I didn't know how to invest. I didn't know how to get started. Back when I was in high school, I wanted to invest in Google, and at the time, the stock price was $83 per share. Over the past 20 plus years, they've had several stock splits and the stock price rose to over $3,000. Can you just imagine the difference it would have made in my life to have that extra $500,000? We struggled. So I can just imagine the decisions that would have been easier, like taking the time to pick the best job and not thinking that I had to pick the first job that came. Or what if I had that extra $5,000 to think about where I'd like to live and pick a good place to live? Those are the type of decisions that would have been available to me if I had learned how to start investing sooner. And I know you're probably on here and you're like, but Terry, I'm not in high school. What about me? Like, can I invest? And the answer is yes. It is never too late to get started. And I'm so excited that you're here now. So let me show you how this is going to work. Over the next 5 days, I'm going to release a video for you. And I want you to watch the video and then do the homework. So the first day, we'll talk about an overall overview of the market. That'll get you started and you'll get to know more of like how the market even got started. Where did it come from? The fact that it's a market and not just a grocery store, right? You'll understand that once you watch the videos. Another thing is the next day we'll think about actual stocks. What stocks are traded in the stock market? And I want to introduce you to the indexes. The indexes are the overall buckets of stock that are in the market, like the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. The reason why I like those for you is because usually on average, economists say that those go up about 8 to 10% a year. So even if you never get started with deeper investing, at least you'll know how to invest in something that usually averages up. That's a great place for you as a starter, right? So we'll talk about the indexes, and then on day 3, we'll open a brokerage account. Why do we need to open a brokerage account? Because you can't trade stocks unless you have a brokerage account open. And I'm not going to tell you which one to invest in, but I'll give you the pros and cons of each. Now you might say, but Terry, why won't you tell me which one? Because there's so many good ones out there. Really? You got the TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, Fidelity, TradeStation. You have so many. So it's better for me to tell you what to look for, and then you can decide if maybe you even have a brokerage account, do these things line up? But I will give you some ideas of what economists have said are the best choices, right? I won't leave you hanging, don't worry. But we'll talk about opening a brokerage account. Then the 4th day, we'll talk about how to place the trade. So now that you have your account open, you've decided this is where I'm going to focus. Let's place the trade. We're going to open up the brokerage account and actually press some buttons. And then that way you'll know, okay, these are the buttons I press to buy the share. And day 5, we'll sell the share. Whoa, now wait, Terry, why? You're probably wondering, why would I sell the share if I just bought it the day before? Because you can't actually realize your gains until you sell the stock. You have to sell the share and then you can make the money and move that to your own bank account, right? So on day 5, I'll teach you the buttons to sell and exit the trade. After this, you will be in a great place to get started, especially if you want to do some long-term investing. So say, for example, you've had a stock in mind that you really like for a long time and you've always wanted to invest in it. Now you'll know the steps to do that. How do I buy shares and sell the shares later? Now, let me tell you, because I know you're probably wondering, now, Terry, am I going to know all the things? I know you have a bigger trade and travel course. Well, we're going to start first with these first 5 days. Let's get that down. Then after that, you can start thinking about, okay, what stock price do I actually get in? And how many shares do I buy? And all the other things, right? We can teach you that later down the road. But let's get started right now with the Take Your First Trade Quick Starter. In these 5 days, you'll know how to buy and sell your first stock. Sound good? I'm so excited for this. I can't wait. And here's the cool thing. When you log into the course, each day a new video will become available. but I've already packed the quick starter with some other Q&A videos as well. So in addition to the videos that I'm teaching you and the homework that you'll see, you'll be able to see over 7 hours of other questions that people have asked. And if you had a question, you may get the answer there. So I'm so excited for you. Yeah, let's go take your first trade. Let's go. Check your email. Let's go.